today in our Happy Body Hot Life, I want to dedicate this video blog for women that are not happy with their bodies. Women that believe that, you know, my thighs are too big, my boobs are too short. For women that believe that if I lose just 8 pounds, I'll be satisfied. So today is for women that don't want to answer the phone right now. I gotta get out of, they keep saying, okay. This telephone keeps ringing. So today is for women that are so critical with herself, like I am right now, like why this telephone rings in the middle of the video blog. Women that put expectation on themselves and they never feel that they are good enough. They don't love their bodies, they don't love their looks, they feel that they are not beautiful enough. So today I'm gonna dedicate this video blog to 99.8% of the women. Because according to researches, just 2% of women consider themselves beautiful. When I started doing the Beautiful Women Project and I started interviewing women around here in North Dakota, and after they were nominated by people that completely felt inspired because how much they changed their lives, I remember this woman knocking her door and I said, "So, is there a beautiful woman in the house? We are here to interview you." And she looked at me and said, "You commit a mistake. I'm not beautiful. This neighbor here, oh, she has a green eyes." And then we were explaining that we are not using the word beauty to edify outside beauty or to emphasize outside beauty. We were talking about inner beauty and the beautiful things that we do to the world. So I noticed when I was doing that project that our society almost stole from us the word beauty and just used to emphasize outside beauty according to the society standards right now. So I'm going to invite Trace Briggs and Mary Jo Hatzler not just to talk about the beauty myth, but to talk about this amazing project, Beautiful Women Of, that we hope in some way, even in a small way, can start changing this sad, really sad situation in women's life. Okay? So, woohoo! Yeah! Ryan, sing some music like that, like that. So, let's talk about the beauty myth and how do you see, you know, Naomi Wolf wrote this powerful book called The Beauty Myth, How Images of Beauty Are Used Against Women. And if you haven't got the book, you know, after everything that I mentioned in the video blog, we put the link, go and read it. It's a powerful book and make us think a lot. Now you are both involved in the Beautiful Women Project. So what is your idea of beauty and the beauty myth that I believe we are still trying to live up to it?
Well, I will say ever since being involved in this project, and it's been more than a year, I guess, since we've been working together, I think over time I've really started to understand it more and more, and especially with what we're doing right now, which is, you know, every single month we're celebrating one beautiful woman. There's hundreds and thousands of them, but we're celebrating one each month. And the process of being able to meet these women and hear their stories and talk to them really makes me understand it all. A light bulb went off for me last month when interviewing the first Beautiful Women of North Dakota, or not North Dakota, but the Beautiful Women winner, that wow, what an amazing woman. I mean, she really is beautiful. She's been through so much, but in the end, she's making such a positive influence on other people's lives, and she's happy doing it. And that was kind of the realization for me of what this is all about, and really understanding that those women they exist and they're there. And sometimes all it takes is for you to interview one or talk to one to kind of get it.
And Mary Jo wrote an amazing article about this woman, and that's the Beautiful Women Project. We use this multi-channel media to truly let inner beauty shine. So they go on TV. Kirsten Kelly did an amazing job every month showing their story, and Tracy Briggs write about them, blog all the time. Mary Jo, my husband and I, we go inside their house and interview them. So we want to, you know, truly give opportunity for everybody to truly be inspired by this beauty. But it was beautiful when I was reading your article, my 6-year-old daughter saw this picture of this woman and said, "Mom, why is she famous?" And it was so amazing that I didn't need to say, well, she's famous because years ago she posted a video of her and her boyfriend, and then, you know, she was married for 72 something days. No, it was really nice for me to sit down and say, you know, she's famous because let me tell you what this woman did to the world. And that's what I love about this project.
Well, and that is, I think that is what's really rewarding, I think, for anybody who's reading these stories, us all included as committee members, that you truly feel like all of these women have that inner beauty that we don't often hear about. You know, you talked about the people are famous for various reasons. We celebrate what you look like. When we've talked about photoshopping and what Hollywood does to you, but how often do we talk about what you're doing for your community or what you're doing for your world? And what's going to matter in 100 years? It's not going to be, you know, how pretty your face shape was, or your eye color, or your hair, whether it's curly or not. It's going to matter how you touched people and the difference you made in your world. And that's what these women, oh my gosh. And it breaks my heart to think that any of these women that have been nominated for Beautiful Women, I wonder if they look in the mirror and they think, I'm a beautiful woman. I bet a lot of them don't. They look and they think, I got wrinkles here, and I'm a little too fat, or I'm too skinny, or whatever. They probably don't see that beauty, but we can all see it because of what they're doing and what they're making.
You know, one thing that maybe people don't know is when we share this project with you for the first time, you know, this is not something that you received more money to work on it. This was
we're
something.
Waiting for our checks.
I know.
We don't?
Hopefully we get some sponsors. Do you want to be a sponsor? That'll be great. But the truth is, you embrace this project almost as a volunteer, saying, because I don't know if you know, they're not busy enough. You know, she doesn't have a twin, she doesn't have 2 kids, and they don't work like crazy. What part of you say, I want to embrace that, even that it's going to be something extra for me to do, and no money involved? People don't know that part, but for me it's amazing. When I see both of you, I see beautiful women. They embrace this project and are giving their time and talent to truly help inner beauty shine and provoke, even in a small scale, of social change. So what part of you embrace this project?
You know, for me, it's such a unique opportunity to be able to hear the stories and to immerse myself in that. I think everybody wants to be a better person. Everybody wants to have that, and I didn't embrace this for selfish reasons, but at the same time, I mean, I just saw an opportunity to immerse myself into an area that I don't get to see. I don't get to hear those stories or see those stories that often, and as a journalist I'm curious about those kinds of stories, and I want to be able to tell them and to hear them, to be able to make a difference in the world. That's what, as journalists and in the profession we're in, we want to do, and the byproduct of that, the surprise, has been how it's affected me personally. And you know,
how affect you personally?
Just, you know, hearing these stories, sitting down with these women, I mean, I sit down and I look at myself and say, wow, it makes me want to do better and do more, and to do more of the things that matter. It kind of almost makes me want to aspire to be, you know, more like them. So I think that it has a personal effect when you see that and you hear that.
What about you, Tracy?
I think for me, one thing that really excited me about the project was doing our part to make these women happy. Because I think about what these women mean to so many people in our community, the people that nominated them. These are women, some that, I mean, I read one nomination where she gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning and she works 2 jobs, and she's got kids and husband and volunteer work, and you're like, I got tired reading the nomination. And so I thought, if there's anything we can do in this position as, you know, journalists and media, if we can help create a little appreciation for her, which in turn will make her feel like, yeah, you know what, we're giving you a little pat in the back, and that you are being recognized. And I don't know, I just think it's good to spread the joy. I think it's nice to make people happy. I think this is a project that we can all feel like we're helping to create some happiness with some women that really deserve some happiness.
And I think this Beautiful Woman project, everybody that is part of or decide to embrace this cause, you're going to get some gain. The person that nominate the Beautiful Woman of your life is such a joyful moment, and you know, it's such an act of gratitude that you're going to express out there. We have the book Beautiful Women of North Dakota, and we have a space here that you can write a letter to the, you know, include the Beautiful Woman of your life. And I remember when my husband wrote this for me, and I was sobbing like a baby, because sometimes we don't take the time to truly express our appreciation, love, and gratitude to the people around us. So that's a great opportunity. So Trace, I want you to share with people how they can be involved, where they can go, website, everything, because I'm a foreigner, you're the, so just share.
She always says she's a foreigner, but
I know
she
it's hard
speaks
for me to say
perfectly.
something.
It's, you know, just go to the website. That's more than anything. That's the place to start. It's beautifulwomenof.airyvoices.com. You know, I won't speak to right now exactly when nominations are open and when voting. Just kind of stay tuned, because we usually keep the voting open for what, 2 or 3 weeks, and then we close it, and then we start another round of voting. And I think pretty soon we're going to open nominations up again, because we have a pool of women right now that we're going to be honoring the first few. So again,
I believe it'll be around December 21st.
And the women that are nominated, we have a panel that choose always 3 women every month, and you can vote it to the women, not the most beautiful women, because you cannot judge in your beauty. You cannot say that one is more than another. Why you can choose the one that is some way you feel that resignate her story with her own story, and you want to just see her story in a more deeper way.
But you
then
can
she's
read
going to
all
be
the stories
featured.
there.
Yeah, and you can be, you're going to see her be interviewed at the YWDY. Right?
Yeah, WDAY, and she will
Christopher
appear.
Gabriel radio show. And
So she's on television at night, a Sunday night at 10, followed the next morning by the Christopher Gabriel program at 9:70 WDAY, and she'll be in the Forum usually that Monday morning, whether Mary Jo writes the story or somebody else. And then we have some videos starting on the Beautiful Women blog, and then we're always looking for input. So if anybody
and we are going to
wants
have
email
every
us.
week, as she says, Trace and I, we are going to be interviewing beautiful women. It doesn't need to be those first 3 ones. Any woman that you nominate in our website, we are going to be looking and inviting. So it can be your mom, your grandmother. It's a great opportunity for us to truly learn from these amazing women that make our world such a more beautiful place. So help us to let inner beauty shine. Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you.